show right here on SHOW. My name is Matt Carter. Welcome you all to episode number 100 of the show. Come on, round of applause. Audience, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Very excited to be here. What started as a production here in the studio back in 2011 has now grown to include dozens of volunteers running the production, hundreds of guests in here sharing their stories, sharing their experience, sharing their events right here on SHOW TV. It's been great stuff. Now, over the course of this episode, we're going to have a few video retrospectives, and we're also going to talk to the show's two creators. Number one, Kait Burgan. She was the original host, who's now our executive producer. Now, also about Kait, you know, she loves being in front of the camera. She also loves asking the really tough questions. So you could call Kait that ham Burgan that likes to grill you back. So it's my decision there. Anyways, we're also going to meet Todd Jones, who's the show's director. He's also, I call him our spiritual leader, and he's pretty much been the source of every single boo I've ever received over the past 100 episodes. Of course, however, when you're a fan of the Toronto Maple Leafs, you're very well versed in booing, so gets it out there. Anyhow, we also have some of our hosts on the set sharing some of their memories. Been many poignant, wacky, funny, interesting, awesome events here over the past 100 episodes. We'll be visiting some of those. Of course, we're going to have some of our regular segments as well. Our musical guest right behind me, Mr. Cameron Gunn. We're going to hear some songs from him and have an interview later on. And if you're going to have a celebration show, well, you might as well bring some pretty good quality beverages. So we're happy to welcome Spirits Master Mike Pizzatelli and mixologist Matt Hattersley from the Nanaimo Arbutus Distillery to the show. And I got to say, though, if you don't like spirits, you're going to have to gin and bear it, as Anna talks to them. Anna talks to those two maestros of the beverage. We also have our maestro of the magic here, Mr. Michael Berends, here for his always thrilling Magic Moments with Michael segment. Joni, now she's going to be here to chat with portrait photographer Onnig Cavoukian, who shot some pretty memorable and well-known folks, including a very well-known Canadian politician right now. Now, you might think I'm lying, but it's true, no? So anyways, so we're going to start kicking the show off right now. Get things to Shay to kick us off. It's episode 100. Thank you so much for being here. It's going to be fun again today. It's the show right here on SHOW TV.
Hi, I'm Shay, and it's great to be back on the show. And speaking of making it to 100, I have some great guests this evening who are going to be talking about their partnership and how to contribute to healthier lives of people in Nanaimo. So with me, I have a doctor in the house. I wanted to say that. Dr. Derek Poteryko, who's the Medical Director of Community Health. Welcome.
Thanks for having me, Shay.
Yeah, and Tara Fedosoff, who is the Recreation Coordinator of Parks and Rec. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
So wonderful to have you here, and I really loved what I heard that you're up to, working together to educate people and bring programs to support people's health. Can you tell us how it came to be, how your partnership began?
I can start. Derek contacted the rec center several years ago, and he contacted us to talk about educating the public on smoking cessation programs. And he was familiar with our facilities because he's a super user himself. And in talking to him, he was so enthusiastic and such a champion, and he totally spoke the same language as us, and we knew it was a good connection right there. So from that has grown into several more programs now, but it's been a good partnership and it's evolving.
Yeah, wonderful. And I love that a doctor is coming forth and educating people for preventative health. How did you come to be passionate about that?
Yeah, so no, it's been something as a family doctor I guess I've been in Nanaimo for 20 years now. It's just been a passion of mine. I've been very honored and privileged to be now the Medical Director of Community Health, which is basically, promoting good living here in Nanaimo and beyond. And yes, in terms of partnering with Parks and Rec, who already do great stuff, coming together and actually offering some pretty cool programs to help.
Yeah, great. And so what are some of the programs that the listeners could know about that could serve them in their health? What are they targeted towards?
I mean, we can talk about some of the promotion stuff, but we do weight change programs, smoking cessation, seniors living. I mean, there's a whole host of them. Yeah. But like I say, going to the Parks and Rec leisure guide, I think page 65 promotes a lot of the programs we're doing. But I mean, that whole guide is chock full of amazing programs that they have available for Nanaimoites and beyond.
Yeah.
And the strength of the partnerships with the health is it's really about coming together using a common facility that's on transit links. They're accessible, they're familiar facilities to people, and it's our chance to really educate them and to help them to make healthy choices. And the other piece of this is they can often come with their caregivers, and sometimes these are people who have been isolated or chronic illness and a bit nervous to start the process. So there's the two-pronged piece. There's their piece, and then there's their caregiver and support team. And when they can come together and we can help them all, it creates more support.
Yeah, great. And you do these walk with the doc event. I heard that the one that you just offered a few weeks ago was a big success, and you're offering more of those?
Yeah, we have regular Walk with the Docs the second Saturday of the month. We're down at Mafia Sutton, and the fourth Saturday of the month we're down at the Bowen Park complex, and that's at 10 a.m. But no, and that's the thing. I mean, we're talking about community. I mean, this is so cool, this place here, and being able to bring community together, taking down the silos and say, hey, you know, we're all on the same team, we're all on the same page. So no, I'm excited about all the stuff that's happening because that's my job. I'm the community health director, so I'm pumped. I'm stoked.
Yeah, it's a wonderful service that you're providing, and I think it's much needed. As we were talking about earlier, people are getting into their older years, the baby boomers, and this health system is being really taxed. And so your goal is to really support people in their older years to have greater health and less health issues. And
that's a great segue. I mean, the new segue or the new thinking is home is best. We're really wanting our public to stay at home as long as possible. You know, as we all age, unfortunately, think about what's going to happen. So like I say, there's 4 or 5 behaviors. I did bring you an apple. An apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Thank you.
But there's more behaviors to keep us away. And as I said, the big thing here is that with the 4 E's, you're going to prevent over 80% of all health issues, diabetes, heart disease, cancers, by doing these 4 behaviors. And I say 4 E's, eating healthy. I mean, which is, see these numbers I'll say in a second. The second E is exercising on a regular basis, daily basis. The third E is ethanol, doctor term for alcohol, 1 drink or less a day. And then the last E is eliminate tobacco. If we were able to target those 4 behaviors, our health issues would actually be cut significantly.
Great, and very simple things to do. So thank you so much for being here and sharing your programs with the community, and I wish you all the best with it. And so go out and get involved in the health programs, and we're gonna head over to Anna speaking about alcohol. Remember, only 1 drink a day, a week, 1 drink
a day.
1 drink a day, okay, there
Just
you
don't
go.
drink and drive.
Anna.
No, wouldn't do that. Thank you, Shea. It's a celebration. Spirits are part of a celebration, and since it is our 100th episode, I'm pretty excited to have Arbutus Distillery here with us to help us celebrate. We have Mike Pizzatelli, who is the head distiller, and we have Matt Hattersley, who is a mixologist expert, I guess, and assistant distiller, if I'm not mistaken. Welcome.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you for coming on the show. And Mike, I would love it if you could just explain a little bit about what your product is and
so
what you brought
essentially
with us.
we're a
With
British
you.
Columbia craft distillery, which classifies us as basically using 100% BC agriculture for all our spirits. We have quite a few of them at this point. We have kind of some main core ones that stick around all year, and we also have a series that are more semi-annual or that are constantly rotating. So we have an absinthe, which is quite popular. So it's a traditional absinthe, which pretty much has wormwood as well as anise. There's lots of mint and lemon balm as well.
Wow.
And there's kind of an interesting historical sense around that. Our gin is also very unique. It's a West Coast style gin and basically uses herbs and botanicals that grow in the area. And we have a seasonal gin. That is a harvest hop gin. We actually use hops from the Cedar Valley Hop Farm at harvest time.
Oh, wow, good,
So
local.
that's another local one. And our Christmas one is mulled brandy. And we also have some
Mulled.
others.
And when you say mulled, does it have any spices?
Yeah, so it's
added on that too?
it actually has a lot of spices. So lots of cinnamon, cardamom, allspice. So it's really, really good with eggnog and things around Christmas time. And we have some others that will be coming out shortly. So an oak gin, which has lots of toffee flavors, and an espresso vodka.
Toffee.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. And Matt will be mixing some things up. Now, the flavors remain though when you're mixing something up, right?
Yeah, so-
when you're mixing your spirits, I should say.
Yeah, so mixing cocktails are kind of, the idea is to design a cocktail around the basic flavor profiles of the spirit.
Right.
So,
Okay.
and you can kind of, tweak it so that different flavors shine through and others, kind of get left behind depending on what you're trying to do.
Excellent. So Matt, can you show us
Yeah,
one?
so I'm just
please?
going to make a really simple spin
Okay.
on a classic aviation cocktail. We've called it the Raven's Flight cocktail because we have a nice raven here on the bottle.
That is a beautiful bottle, actually.
So you're going to want 1.5 ounces of our gin. Straight into the shaker there.
Beautiful bottles. They are great.
And 3/4 of an ounce of maraschino liqueur. It's like a sweet and sour cherry liqueur. You can find it in most liquor stores. Yeah, throw that in there.
And where do you sell your product?
We sell primarily in private liquor stores
Okay.
throughout the province. We're also in Alberta and parts of the Yukon.
Oh, wow.
And if you're in town in Nanaimo, you can also always come to the on-site retail at the distillery.
Okay. And where are you located?
We're on Boxwood Road, so that's right at Bowen
new-
and Dufferin area. Yeah, it's the new Green Rock area.
And what was in here,
So
Matt?
this is just a lavender simple syrup. It's just one part
Beautiful.
sugar to 1 part water, and then we boiled it up with some lavender.
That's nice.
And we've
Bet
got-
that smells good. Can I have a smell of that?
Yeah, definitely. And we've got 1 ounce of fresh lemon juice.
That's lovely.
Throw some ice in here.
And you have to shake it up.
Shake it up.
Shake it up. That's all part of the fun. Wonderful.
And then we'll strain it into here.
Excellent. That's beautiful. Look at the color on that.
Finally, we have a brandy cherry. Skewered on the lavender.
Beautiful. Wonderful. Now we are going to be coming back. We're going to be doing some more mixing. And now we are going to have a little look back to see how all this craziness began with Matt Carter. And he's not the only crazy one. We all are.
Thanks so much, Anna. I appreciate it. Yeah, thanks so much, Anna. Thanks as well to Mike and Matt as well for being here. Two guys once again that prove that absinthe makes the heart grow fonder. As it were. Absinthe makes the... Anyhow, we are celebrating episode number 100 of our guests don't even get it. Episode number 100 of the show on Shaw TV. 100 hour-long episodes dating back to 2011, and I'm very, very proud, as I hit my microphone there, sorry about that, Fiona, to have on the chairs over here the two folks who started this whole thing in the first place, Kait Burgan and Todd Jones. Guys, thanks so much for being here and being in the hot seats.
It feels pretty hot. All the lights and all the cameras, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not usually sitting here. I'm usually sitting back there. And so I'm a little bit antsy, but I know it's in good hands with Fiona.
Absolutely.
Right, Fiona?
Yeah, Fiona's obviously doing a great
Fiona.
job. Yeah,
Right?
Camera two, right?
yeah. Woo!
Hey, Fiona.
Absolutely. One of the reasons I really wanted to have you guys on the show today is really to sort of talk about the impact that the show has had. I know for me personally, my first times being on Shaw TV, first off was with a segment on Obanamine that Todd Jones produced. My first time to be a host was thanks to Arts Now, Kait, a show that you created, and now everything you guys have now created with this show have made similar opportunities for hundreds and dozens of volunteers and folks here. So let's go back to the show. How did this whole crazy idea get started?
Do you want me to start? Or you
I
to
don't
start?
know. I have a version and he has a version.
I have the right. I have the right version.
No,
and
he
then
always
there's her
thinks he's
version.
right. This is how it started. So you can go first. You go ahead.
Well, we were in between managers at the time,
Right.
and there was a big push throughout the company that Shaw TV had to incorporate volunteers into our productions. And we were just doing our normal daily show at that point in time, and it was really hard to work in volunteers.
Because it's one at a time. You take a camera out into the field for an ENG shoot and you can work one-on-one and the learning process is long and individual.
And they basically end up carrying stuff,
Yeah.
right? It's not very fun, right? It's hard to retain volunteers. So I think the day after we were in between managers, we decided, hey, we asked Stas, our technician, we said, Stas Bobkov, how long would it take to get the studio functioning again? He says, give me 1 week. And I think within
First show, 2 weeks.
2 weeks from now, we booked the show. And the reason why is because look at the volunteers. Fiona, I already told Fiona, I warned her this, but if you cut the camera the 6, the big high shot, you'll look around the set, you see lots of people. These were all volunteers. Like I'm a staff, Kate's a staff. but everybody else here are volunteers. You can come back to us now if you want.
And when
Fiona.
it started, it was almost reversed. There were maybe 6 or 7 staff on and 3 or 4 volunteers. So the 100th episode is a real testament to how much the volunteer program has grown and developed, because one of our first guests on the very first episode was Shane Phillip.
Shane,
and we,
amazing musician.
as you said,
we butchered his audio.
he sounded terrible. I was mortified.
It was awful. I apologize to Shane Phillips. Yeah, but again, we've come a long way. Like, we had a lot of staff starting off because we had to train volunteers.
Right.
Like, you just can't expect volunteers to come in and do a studio production like this. So there's training involved, and look where we are now. Like, we have like anywhere between 9 to 15 volunteers every episode.
And Todd, you wanted to do half an hour, and I said no, an hour. And he said, "Are you sure? No, let's do an hour. Why not?" So that's how I remember it. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes. Well, I thought an hour for the first time doing a live studio show in a decade was very ambitious. That's what I just put out the caution flags and just make sure that we understood where we're coming from. But we did it. It was live. It was live. The first year and a half we did live.
And that's exactly it, right? There's very few community television stations doing hour-long programs, doing live programs, having the amount of those volunteers involved. And obviously that's involved some great moments and some moments that might have been a bit more questionable. So with that, we're going to take a quick little video look back at some of the little quirks that were going on in some of the first couple episodes. So I'll send it up to Dax there and run that film.
In the show. Also on today's program, 'tis the season for grilling. We have Smokin' George here to give us some professional barbecue tips.
Got just a little bit of flame, and we'll just get it going here as quickly as possible. Come on, baby.
If you need to move around the lid, that's fine.
No, that's fine. We'll get multiple matches going here, and we just had a huge gust of wind, of course, and that's what happens when you get live TV, I guess.
See, in my house, we'd probably pull out a big can of gasoline and just go whoosh.
Halloween edition of the show right here on SHOW TV, Channel 4 in Nanaimo. I'm Kait Burgan, or Disco Diva, Disco Queen. What?
So, I mean, I'm
Our live studio program, and I'm being told that my mic is not on. I'm actually just going to look at it. Yes, it is on. So I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to throw things over to Mike Surratt, because maybe you can't hear me, but you will hear Mike.
Mayonnaise, French mayonnaise.
Okay, now this is what Raymond was excited about when we invited him on the show today. He doesn't like the fake mayonnaise.
Hop, you turn. It's a roulade.
Roulade.
That's the rolling part.
Okay, you take persil.
Parsley.
Parsley.
Okay.
And you like take the parsley stems.
Little decoration parsley. But it's fast.
We have Todd Jones. We have a picture of Todd Jones. He has red eyes and blue hair, green pig's nose. This is a little bit of facial hair, I see.
Yeah, exactly.
Just for the record, that doesn't look anything like me.
Does
that look anything like me? I don't think you're the worst drawer ever.
I still think I look nothing like you.
That's the worst picture of me I've ever seen.
It's still up on the bulletin board.
I think it is too, yeah, exactly.
That was so fun.
So good stuff. So one last quick question for you guys before we obviously, again, you guys are staff members. There have been a few other staff members on board who have helped out with the show. Obviously, long-term producer Melissa Hall, Kelly Robinson's done some hosting, Jocelyn Matwee, Stas Bobkoff, Stephen Courts, Cam McLean, Derek Johnstone. Folks who were volunteers, now staff, like Terry Curie, Fiona, who've been doing a great job directing, Raymond Albert we just saw. Longtime volunteers like Howie Hennessy, Dax, who may have been on more shows than ever, and of course the whole staff of volunteers. What would you guys like to say to all the volunteers who have helped out over 100 episingle?
Thank you.
Exactly.
And you on there as well.
You know, it's amazing that everybody comes together and everybody has to work as a team, and it's just a pleasure every single week doing the show.
Volunteer producer Joni.
Yes.
And yourself. Once you start a list, you get yourself in trouble because there are so many people. But I think it just exemplifies how much of a team it is. It's a team effort. That was the plan from day one. It's about the energy. It's about the process. And 100 episodes later, we're doing it. We're living it. It's
Perfect.
Great.
All right. Well, here's the next 100 episodes. Todd, Kait, thank you guys so much for being here and all the work getting the show together and keeping it running smoothly. With that, all right, we're going to throw it over to Cameron Gunn, our music guest right now, a little song called Perfect Health. That's how we're feeling right now on the show on SHOW TV.
Just out here on the skin of my feet, hallucinating at high noon. I got a desert before me and it's time to roam. Maybe I'll be seeing you soon. But I escape with my life, the skin of my teeth. There's only one way to go. Where the people are nice and they don't think twice, and the water in the river flows. Well, I ain't got wealth, but I'm in perfect health. Maybe I'll be seeing you soon. Well, I ain't got wealth, I'm in perfect health. Maybe I'll be seeing you soon. But for now, I'm getting tipsy with the bottle and a gypsy in a place that only ramblers know. Gypsy getting tipsy, she's been drinking back the whiskey, singing, baby, how you like me now? You see, she polish off a bottle, it would hit her full throttle. She's a woman on the way to the moon. And well, I ain't got wealth, I'm in perfect health, so maybe I'll be seeing you soon. Like a hoarder, tequila heavy on my breath. Then a hired hand said, son, where'd you get that gun? Hand it over or you'll wind up dead. Well, hell, I just played the blues. I knew I couldn't lose. First thing that hit my head. Well, they let me through at 2:15. Straight up on number 5 I fled. 'Cause I ain't got wealth, but I'm in perfect health. Maybe I'll be seeing you soon. Well, I ain't got wealth, but I'm in perfect health, so maybe I'll be seeing you soon.
Awesome stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Cameron Gunn, Perfect Health. You're watching the show right here on Shaw TV. Cameron, I've heard you play many times at jams and the like around town, so great to have here on Shaw TV. Welcome.
Good to be here, man. Yeah, thanks.
Absolutely. So, Perfect Health, what's that song about?
Well, it's kind of a joke between me and my bandmate. Whenever we get sick or anything, or you just you kind of got to tell yourself you're in perfect health and kind of trick your body into being healthy. And even if you're really sick, just tell yourself you're in perfect health. And it's a little song I wrote on a trip down to Mexico. So
nice.
Part of that, yeah.
Trip down to Mexico. We sort of talked a little bit before coming on air here about you've done quite a bit of traveling. So why is that an important part of your lifestyle?
Oh, I just love the change of scenery and change of culture, and just getting out there. And you never know. All your senses rise when you're traveling. I find like just everything, everything's more bright. Everything smells different. Everything's just different, and it's just, I think, essential for the growth of anyone, really. Absolutely.
So anyone who's never traveled, you say, get out there.
Get out there, yeah, travel.
Perfect, all right.
You never know unless you go, right?
Yeah, exactly. I always like to back in the history of the musicians we have here. Tell us about your first guitar.
When I was really young, I always looked up to my dad. He was playing a lot of guitar, and I always wanted to play that and emulate your father, kind of thing. But he'd always say, your hands are too small, until I was a certain age, and he'd give me a banjo. So I kind of still have that banjo, kind of clawhammer style I still play with all the time. And until I was 12 years old, and for Christmas, sure enough, as soon as I guess he decided my hands got big enough, he got me a guitar. And yeah.
So you say you still have it today, right?
I do, yeah. I still have it, yeah. I wanted to be a drummer, though, originally. Oh, really? Yeah. They're like, no, here's a guitar. Yeah. It worked out. So.
Absolutely, yeah. It's pretty good. So speaking of that working out, obviously you've been working on some projects. Let us know what's going on the go with recordings and things like that. Where can people be hearing some of your songs?
Real soon. We just finished an album with Risky Disc Records. We're going to be launching our first single in this month with video, and it's called Southern Winds. So yeah, excited about that.
Nice. Yeah, we're definitely hear that song later on in the show. But tell us a little bit about Risky Disc Studios, in case folks don't know. It's out in Cedar, but it's kind of a special place to record, isn't it?
Well, it is. Yeah, they picked up this old Dutch barn. It's made of stone. It looks like a castle, but it's a Dutch barn shaped and 3 stories, and they just fully renovated it into a world-class studio. And it's just the vibe of the place is just amazing. You'd have to go out there and check it out, but it's a real neat spot to record. Absolutely.
All right, so we gotta move on to the next segment. Before we do, where can people go online and hear more about your music or learn more about you?
You can check me out at CameronGunnMusic.com or on Facebook. You can find me on there, and yeah, there's lots in the works.
Perfect.
And coming up with RiskyDisc.com. That's going to be updated soon with the new stuff. So.
Perfect. Awesome. All right. Well, Cameron, thank you very much for being here again. We're going to look forward to some more tunes here a little bit later on in the show. In the meantime, we're just going to walk over here. I think it's time for our magic moment now with Mr. Michael Berends. And once again, he's
I'm
a beer, yeah.
How's it going, Matt?
Good, good. Well, I'm going to put this board down.
Yeah, absolutely.
You always trick me with some sort of thing here. So.
Time for a little bit of a card trick right here on the show. Time for another magic moment on the 100th episode. Quite phenomenal, quite phenomenal. For everybody at home, we have a deck of cards. They're all very, very different. And for Matt, for you, all very, very different.
Very much so.
Do me a favor. Reach in there, just take anyone out.
Take one out?
Yeah. Free choice. Very good. Take a look at it. Show the camera. Don't show me. I don't want to see it. Very, very good. You got it? Everybody at home has it? And you look at it too, Matt.
Okay, all right, there we go. Yeah, I got it too.
All right, we're just going to drop it down. Very, very good. Just like that. Card is lost inside of the deck. Okay? My job to try and find it.
Okay.
A lot of magicians use this fancy sleight of hand kind of stuff. Let me see if I can do this here. Get on camera and you just start shaking. Holy moly. There we go. Look at that. Fancy schmancy. We're actually going to try and find your card in a really, really neat way. Okay. Your card's going to jump out of the deck.
I doubt it.
It's going to jump right to the top.
Okay.
Do me a favor. Press the button. And take a look. There it is. Right to the top. Ace of diamonds. That was your card, right? That was not your card.
Wasn't my card.
Great. Okay, here, we'll take it. We'll just rub it on the table. What was it?
It was the 5 of hearts.
The 5 of hearts. Very good. Yes. All right, so Matt, you picked a 5 of hearts. It's the only 5 of hearts in here.
I would imagine
All right.
so.
This is what we're going to do. We're going to push it out just like so. You can keep your eyes on it, okay?
Okay.
We're going to put that in the middle, just like so. Push that in there for me. Oh, Matt, it's not even there. Now, you're probably thinking that that's not the only 5 of hearts that's in here and I'm playing around.
In there.
Well, it is, if you take a good look. And you know what? We'll even do something else. What I want you to do is I have a marker in my pocket. Sign your name on the 5 of hearts so we know it's yours. Let me know when you are done. Wow. That's art.
Well, because you might have like a bunch of cards with Matt written on it. So
yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. All right, so Matt, this is what we're going to do. We're going to take your 5. We're going to place it inside of the deck, just like so. Okay, very, very good. This time we're going to press the button. Okay, take a look. You'd almost swear it jumps right back. It's not bad. What? Okay, Matt, one last time. I'm going to take it. I'm going to put it in my pocket.
In your pocket?
I'm going to put it in my pocket. Do me a favor.
You saw that, right, Raymond?
Cover it with your hands, nice and tight.
I go on top and.
Yeah. I'm going to try and take the card, make it jump from my pocket underneath your hands. Here we go. See if I can do it. From my pocket, empty hands. All right, lift up just a little bit, but don't move your hands. Up a little bit, a little bit, little bit. I'm going to sneak one card out. Let's see if it's yours. Wait, don't move your hands. Keep them there. Boom, leave your hands there. Amazing. It says, Matt was here. Now, this is what we're going to do. We're actually going to take that deck of cards. We're going to make it disappear.
Oh, okay.
I know that's really cool. Watch. You ready? Boom. Did you feel it disappear?
No, didn't feel it.
Okay, let's try it again. You ready? Did you feel it disappear?
No.
The deck of cards is not gone?
I don't believe it is.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
All right, lift your hands. There it is. That's right. That's a block of plastic. The whole deck is gone. Matt, you have your 5 of hearts from the 100th episode. That's a souvenir from me to you. That's it for another magic moment. We'll talk to you guys later.
Wow, sir. Michael, get back over here. Don't leave me hanging. Don't leave me hanging. Those magic hands.
No worries.
That is amazing stuff. Come on, one more big round of applause here in the studio. That is
Thank you. Thanks to all of you, too.
You know what? Coming up on the show, we're going to look at a bit of, we're looking at some booze and photos, which is a dangerous mix on social media, but a great mix here on the show. But before that, we're going to run a little bit of video right now. Just look at some of Michael's early appearances on the show and also look back at probably the greatest birthday prank we've ever pulled as well.
Oh,
Dax,
boy.
roll it.
Let's count them with me. Here we go. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Well, here's the fun part. Let's see what we can do with it. Okay, ready for this? Yeah, take a look, it's
Again,
gone.
I'm just going to roll this out, and eventually I'm going to be giving you a countdown, right? And then at that point, you'll be able to take the blindfold off, take the earphones off, and you're going to be absolutely amazed to see what I've actually done with the string. Oh, okay, there we go. All right, just keep holding on to it, Perfect. All right. Now, I just got to sort of get this sorry, Todd, I know it's taking a little bit of time. Okay, perfect. So now, hold on to the string, and as soon as I give the countdown down to 1, you can take off the band, and we'll go for it. Okay, are you ready?
Perfect.
All right, I'm going to start.
I'm still waiting. Am I still waiting, guys? Hello? Am I still waiting? Oh, nice. You guys are hilarious.
There you go, great stuff. You can make cards disappear, but you can't make a whole studio disappear. That was so much fun. Thanks so much, Michael, for your great work and the great spirit. And also, I got to say, the cooperation and coordination to remove entire studios where the staff and volunteers, that's pretty much an epitome, actually, of all the hard work and fun that we've had here over the 100 episodes of the show here on Shaw TV. So now, in further recognition of that fun and the silliness, now we've compiled another little video featuring some of those, I can't really say they're highlights, but some of the silliest, weirdest, and generally smile-inducing moments here we've had on the show involving our volunteer folks. So sit back and enjoy, and once again, Dax, over to you to roll it. Now to unleash the mystery musician we have here on the stage. If you please remove your mask.
A local crab. Crabby.
It's an interesting thing that's ever come into shop.
I've had, I've had human remains come through the door.
Rest assured, Matt Carter is not dead.
And get some more makeup. I think I need some more powder, don't I?
I do. Okay, maybe you can just put it on me because I think I should do this. But they do. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, he's quite heavy. You can feel him. Okay.
Decomposed him.
It's fresh. If it's sticky, it's nice and fresh.
Okay.
After it's been sitting around in the store for a while, it kind of dries up.
Okay.
That is just awesome. That is awesome. Well, everyone, it's been nice seeing you on the show. Sorry. What's that over there?
Store downtown on Front Street. Yeah. Hey, I see.
Are you going to come in and hang out there, Mr. Matt?
Indeed, yeah, exactly.
Are you going to hang out?
Apparently I'm also.
What do you say?
He's not my son! He's not my son! He's not my son!
Burgan, which is the one I was going to be playing.
That was a beautiful song.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
As you can see, the rest of the costume showed up. I want to send a big thank you to the crew for yeah.
I'm going to let go. Yes! We are flying.
I mean, I've never salsa danced before. The only salsa I'm familiar with is tomato flavored.
He's a beautiful bird.
He is a beautiful bird.
I've never seen an owl up so close before.
Aren't they? Annie, come on, Annie. Let's resuscitate Annie.
I went to university with Annie, I think.
Thank you.
Take care.
Good night, Deborah.
Guys.
Oh!
Sorry.
Hi, Matt.
I got a couple stokers.
I like the zagreet.
Well, right now Kim and I are just preparing our hands with some oil. We're going to give you an abhyanga, which is an Ayurveda massage.
I am so into the arts.
I call this the Bugs Bunny Tango. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
They come with the bride.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
And this is Alex.
Pull it up
Oh, I can't
into your
lift
body,
that.
into your body.
That's a girl. That's it. Oh, of course. And then just wait for 30 to 60 seconds.
We've run out of time, and I'm almost physically fit.
You're looking fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Oh. Didn't work.
Didn't work. Matt Carter only needs 3 hours of sleep a night because the rest of the time he's up thinking of really bad puns. So.
Of young entrepreneur.
Don't mind me, I'm just doing some sweeping around the place. Sorry, get out of your way.
Whip out my still beating heart. It's still beating. You put it on the board, and you put the knife right there, and you hold the heart on the board.
And she actually designed these hats to wear there.
You're kidding.
No.
I love it.
We need a Mad Hatter to serve us our tea.
I know. What shall we do?
I don't know.
Andrew, and who's with our entertainers today?
Well, thanks, Brian. I cannot wait for the bite of Nanaimo.
Peanut butter? I thought it was a dog that was coming, though. Are you the dog that they spoke of? Yeah?
Okay. So what do we do? Salmon?
Something smells fishy here. All right.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
Thanks, Andrew. I think these cookies look really good.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Salmon cookies.
All right, so.
And they're nutritious.
How is that?
Is it up to your expectations?
The car tastes like mini wheat. I want to ask you a little bit of a different question. I know you're big in the local film community. Are there any particular holiday movies or anything that you like to, as part of your traditions of the holidays?
Oh, Gremlins.
Gremlins?
Yeah. Yeah, the part with the dad dying in the chimney. That just brings all the holiday cheer I need.
Matt.
Hello.
Hey, didn't I overhear you the other day say that wrestling was phony?
Well, obviously.
I think I have somebody here who takes offense to that.
Thank you for watching the show. Here on Pro TV.
Oh man, that is fun stuff. Again, thank you to all of the amazing the guests, hosts, volunteers we have over there. That's a lot of fun stuff. Can't wait for the next 100 episodes again. All right, so moving on here on the show, we still have a lot of stuff to get to. Let's move on to another song now. Another song from Cameron Gunn. Again, his new single coming out soon. It's a track called Southern Winds, right here on the show on Shaw TV.
3 days and nights of heavy rain, she's on my trail. She finally found me in a pale blue light, I listened to her wail. Twisted deception of a worried mind, she's on my track. No time to sail on an ocean now, baby, there'll be no coming back. Southern winds are rising, and they're wailing now. You board up your window and say your prayer. You listen to a sound. Palm tree dancing in an Everglade to the tune of a breeze. Crazy woman saying something about grace. If you could save her, please. Some other place, some other time, so long ago. A picture she painted in a crazy mind fading now that you're growing old. Southern winds are rising and they're wailing now. So board up your window and say your prayer. You listen to a sound. You listen to the sound. You listen to the sound. You listen to the sound. You might hear of her in September, howling at a harvest moon. One day she gon' find you, one day she gon' get you, one day she'll be coming soon. Southern winds are rising and they're wailing now. So board up your window and say your prayer. You listen to the sound. still howls in November, if she's still blowing strong, I warn you now, you best hold on. Huffing, puffing, then she's gone. Southern winds rising, and it's wailing now. Put up your window, say your prayers. You listen to a sound. You listen to a sound. You listen to the sound. You listen to the sound. You listen to the sound. Again.
Thank you for that song, Cameron. So I'm here with some of the hosts of the show who have been around for the past 100 episodes to share their experiences. So I would love to hear how you came to be on the show. Anyone?
I'll go first. Actually, I got an email from Melissa. She used to be the producer of the show. Anyway, she said she wanted me to do an interview, and I said, yeah, why not? But then I got here, and the energy was so charged, and I was so nervous because I hadn't been in front of a camera in like 8 years. But it went well, and then I decided I'm gonna go back. I love that. So that's how I got started.
Awesome. How about what's some of your favorite moments, you guys? What stands out for you? We saw some great moments but
I think that some of the practical jokes that happen on set are a lot of fun. We love picking on Todd. We love you, Todd, but I think all of us like to pick on you. And yeah, we love you, buddy. And I think just the all-around fun and the energy here is just great. It's a great place for all of us to be, and we all created some great friendships here and had a lot of fun.
Awesome. And what do you see going forward? What are some of the things you'd love to see happen on the show?
Oh, there's so many things that I've tried. I'll take anything on. It's so much fun doing different things all the time and changing my hairstyles too.
I like the blonde.
Oh, he likes blondes. So yeah, awesome. So anyone out there who wants to come on the show, we're eager to have you. So email us, and we'd love to have you as a guest. Anything else you want to say, Matt, about what's been like to be on the show?
I just sort of hope these bottles are going to be open soon. I will say I have been a part of a number of different volunteer organizations, and the morale and the spirit here with the crew at the show and at Shaw TV is as positive, is as bright as any organization I've been part of. And so to all you guys, and well as all the staff and folks here, yeah, it's just so much fun. It's fun to come here every 2 weeks and rally it up.
I agree. I started as a guest, and I had such a great time that I was like, I need to be a part of this. And so I said, can I join? And they had me, and so luckily here I am, and we'll keep having more fun. So keep tuning in and joining us. And now I'm going to head over to Joni.
Yes, and here I am. Thanks, you guys. It's been great to work with you. And here I am hosting. I don't always host, but it's a great privilege. And it's a really great privilege to have as my guest a person that I've known for 20 years, even though we haven't been in the same town. This is Onnig Cavoukian, and we met when I was a professional photographer. And I have to say that I was very much in awe of him then, and am as well now. Onnig is probably the premier portrait photographer in the world, and he's a third generation and a photographer, and so you have quite the legacy. And we're going to be talking about something tonight that a lot of people are interested in, since we've got a new Prime Minister in office. But before we go into that, I just want to ask you a little bit about your move, because we know that you've moved from the east to the west. So how has that been for you?
I moved here 5 months ago from Ontario, and after experiencing life here, I should have moved many years ago. It's gorgeous here.
It is gorgeous here. The pace is a little bit different.
A little slower, but I'm learning.
Yeah, it
takes time to get adjusted.
Whoa, we've got a set falling down. And that's just all part of being live. And you actually have been around the world. You started off, you are Armenian, and you were born in Egypt. And so your family has quite a history in terms of your own legacy. And we're going to talk about that another time when I get a chance to interview you. But today, I just wanted to show some images, some pictures that are going to come up on the screen anytime. And we're going to talk a little bit about what you were doing and I did check the date. I believe it was 1971 that our Prime Minister was born. And so the first time that you took pictures of him, he was a little bit younger. We're going to get into those. Right now, we're looking at some of the pictures you took when he was 2 years old of the Trudeau family. So that's what we're looking at right now. Tell me a little bit about that.
We went to the Prime Minister's house to do it, upstairs in the family room. And I remember meeting the Prime Minister at the door, the father, I mean. And he went out of his way to be helpful. He helped me carry the equipment to the room. Then he got my dad and I into his bedroom, opened all the closets, said, you pick any shirt, tie, suit, and shoes you want, and I'll put it on. I was quite taken by that.
Very taken. And so you took a couple of different shots of him as Prime Minister, but also as a father.
Yes.
Right. And we took, when the pictures went by, they went by fairly quickly, there was some images there of Pat Nixon with Margaret Trudeau, and she's holding Justin.
That's a little earlier. Justin would have been 4 to 5 months old. President Nixon had come to address the Canadian Parliament, and Mrs. Trudeau ended up hosting Pat Nixon, and we went and took pictures of them.
Yeah, it's so great to see her, like just the moms with Justin and just enjoying themselves, the two women, and a young Margaret Trudeau who just the sparkle in her eyes, and you know it's amazing. She's been through so much since that time.
She has, yes.
But it's amazing to see her as we remember her. I remember her, and I found out that actually Justin is a Christmas baby. He was born on December 25th,
exactly.
71.
You're right.
So we were sort of having a discussion about when that was. So I suppose that was about 8 months later that you went there.
I thought it was in April or May, I'm not sure the
Sure.
date.
So yeah, he was just a little guy with those blue eyes. And so you've taken pictures of folks all around the world, and I'm so privileged to be able to introduce these photographs to people because this is the first time they've been seen publicly.
Yes, they've never been posted before.
So you're giving us a scoop here on the show. I think this is the first time I've done a scoop on the show. So that's very exciting for me anyway. And then the last picture that we saw was, well, I guess the second to last and the last one were Margaret and Justin together. And just the love that they have is
Yes.
very sweet. Yeah.
Isn't she loving in the pictures? There's a lot of emotions in her face.
Mm-hmm. A lot of emotions, and it's amazing to see, you know, the whole family together. But then when we move it down into she and Justin, and I guess that was just when Sasha was just born. So
wouldn't it be lovely to take a picture of Justin with his kids, something like the way we did?
Well, it's a date. We're gonna do that, and we'll just tell him later. Okay, well, we're going to wrap things up, but I'm going to talk to you again sometime soon, and I really appreciate you coming in on this very first day of Justin Trudeau's prime ministership. Is that what we call it?
Historic day.
Historic day for us to have you on the show and to enjoy these photographs, so thank you so much. And now we're going to return back over to the festive bar over there, where Anna's going to continue on with her mixology.
We're still mixing it up here, and it's so much fun. I love it. I do. We have to sample some too eventually. Now, are you going to mix up another one for us?
Yeah, so this is kind of one of my signature cocktails.
Oh, what's this one called?
This is called the Forest Dweller.
The Forest Dweller.
Yeah, so we've taken the empiric gin and we've infused it with cedarwood and pine needles.
Now, it seems like the forest is a theme of yours with the Arbutus. You know, is that why part of the name came about?
It relates to it. Like, generally our branding is very black magic, alchemy themed.
Right.
And we do have the kind of Arbutus Distillery as the name of the distillery, which kind of is very iconic of the West Coast, where we're from. And it's also kind of a very eclectic tree, which is reflective of our style of spirit making. everything we do is kind of off-center from maybe a classic rendition of various spirit styles, so it kind of fits.
Excellent. And you put some other little goodies in there too, didn't you, Matt?
We've got a couple different bitters here and some yellow chartreuse. And then we've got some fresh lemon and lime juice.
Ooh, freshly squeezed. I can smell it. You were squeezing it earlier. It's lovely.
And then an egg white.
Oh.
And we're going to want to shake this up without ice.
Egg white. Okay.
Yeah, so egg whites traditionally in cocktails make them go frothy, so it'll add a lot of texture.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's essentially what Matt's doing.
Well, even the color of the other one was beautiful too.
And then we want to add some ice, make it cold.
Nice and cold. And what made you start doing this?
It was, I guess, originally a hobby.
It's a good hobby to have.
Yeah, exactly. And then eventually I went off to the UK to get schooling, which is actually something you can do there. So I ended up with a master's in distilling and brewing, came back to Canada and worked for a few companies until eventually opening up Arbutus Distillery.
That's great. Well, I'm glad you did that for our little city of Nanaimo.
Yeah, me too. There's perks.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, perfectly finished. Now, may I try? Just a sip. I want to try the flavor of this. Wow, that's delicious.
Very woodsy.
It's very woodsy. It has quite the flavor. I don't taste the egg whites at all.
Yes.
I'm not too worried about that
more
at
of
all.
a silky mouthfeel.
Now, are you going to do another little quick one for us? Show us another one?
I could just go to Mike.
Which one are you going to be doing next? The gin and tonic?
Sure, yeah.
Wow, that has a little, that's very interesting flavor. And you're doing a which?
So we have an oaked gin here that we should be coming out soon, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so like.
And what how do you oak the gin then?
So gin is kind of the biggest spirit category, but one thing that's kind of trending right now is to basically take gin and barrel age it.
Right.
So essentially you get like oak flavors imparted to the gin. So there's kind of like toffee flavors that are overlaid of the traditional gin flavors.
Wow.
And so Matt's essentially making kind of a tweak on a classic cocktail, the gin and tonic.
And that would be perfect for even for Christmas.
And one of the unique things about this cocktail actually is that he's using a traditional tonic syrup from cinchona bark, which is actually the original source of isolating quinine, which is the key ingredient in any tonic.
It is too, isn't it? Are you going to have to sample this?
The Canadian Radio and Telecommunications Commission has stated that I cannot after that one incident I had on a previous show. So yeah, so I'm dry. However, I have Terry Curie back there trying to cut the wires to cut the broadcast so that I can start drinking here with the rest of you guys. So you better believe soon I have. I mean, I got to admit, like let's just say, like with you guys. I mean, also with craft beer, Vancouver Island wineries. Like in terms of the spirits and alcohol sort of scene here on the island is just blowing up.
It is.
And in large part now, distilleries sort of being the next big thing. So
yeah, that's awesome.
They're definitely the next wave after the craft breweries that we're seeing. So
yeah,
it's great. Thank you so much, Mike and Matt, for coming and celebrating our 100th episode with us.
Thanks for having us.
It's excellent. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah. Cheers. Thanks so much, guys. And all right, so I'm gonna move away from the bar. Like I said, I'm getting pretty thirsty here. So I do want to say a huge thank you to again episode 100. What can you say? All of the volunteers and guests. So Raymond, we're just gonna go walk over this way. Take a look at my man Howie over here. This guy's been here for many shows. Has the best jersey in sports as far as I'm concerned. Exactly. Donna, way back over there, floor directing. Look at Ronan over here. Look at the smile on his face. Hey, exactly. Come on, big thumbs up. That's what I'm talking about. All right, turn right around. Look at Jeremy over there, the guy who watches the Gremlins for Christmas. All right, really happy to have him here. Exactly. Charlotte, oh my goodness, Charlotte has also been to many shows. Has had to follow me around for a while. It just gets sort of ridiculous. And we're going to try to get just a real quick peek over here into Master Control, where all of the magic happens, the directorship, the switching, all the crazy stuff. So I don't know what Todd's having a problem with his leg over there. Scotty working on the sound. Fiona doing the thing. Dax over there. Rob. Look at all these guys here. The folks that do all the switching behind the scenes and make it happen. Take a quick look up over that way. We've got more folks over there, more volunteers. There's Cam McLean, my goodness, our manager. So I think Kait and Mike and Joni are dancing or something like that. I'm not sure what's going on. So anyways, wonderful stuff. All the folks we see here, plus all the volunteers that have been here over the 100 episodes. I'm trying not to say 100 years. I think so far I've made it. Raymond's throwing his hat at me. Don't throw the hat in. And so to finish things off, a huge thank you to Mambo's Pizza for your sponsorship as well as all the sponsorships over the 100 episodes. If you want to be on the show, give a shout to our executive producer, Kait Burgan, at kait.burgan@sjrb.ca. If you want to volunteer here on the show, drop a line to our volunteer coordinator, Melissa Hall, melissa.hall@sjrb.ca. Find more on the show on Facebook, facebook.com/the show on Shaw. Check out previous episodes of the show on YouTube, Central Vancouver Island. And before we go, one more song from our musical guest, of course. Oh, wait, before I throw that, look over here. And out of tradition, taking the first aid of icing there as well. Congratulations, everyone. 100 episodes. Let's have 100 more. And so our musical guest are finishing off. Cameron Gunn, Mama Take Me Home. Thank you so much for watching the show right here on Shaw TV.
Mama, will you please come take me home? Mama, will you please come take me home? Mama, will you please come take me home? Done my work in the kitchen. Mama, will you please come take me home? Mama, will you please come take me home? Mama, will you please come take me home? Done my work in the kitchen. Well, I've been a cooking and a cleaning, well, scrubbing them pots all day. When my shift done over now, Mama, please come take me away. Well, Mama, will you please take me to that beach? I said, Mama, will you please take me to that beach? Mama, will you please take me to that beach? Done my work in the kitchen. We could be splishing and a splashing, well, having fun in the water for a while. Honey, I'll cook you up that barbecue and we'll watch the sun go down. But then you say, well, please won't you take me home? I say, Mama, can we please go to that show? Mama, can we please go to that show? Mama, can we please go to that show? I've done my work in the kitchen. Say, Mama, can we please go to that show? Mama, can we please go to that show? Mama, can we please go to that show? I've done my work in the kitchen. We could be laughing and a jumping. We could be getting wild for a while. When it's all over, Mama, well, you say, please, won't you take me? Mama, will you please come take me home? Mama, will you please come take me home? Mama, will you please come take me home? Done my work in the kitchen. Say, Mama, can you please come take me home? Mama, can you please come and take me home? Mama, can you please come take me home? I've done my work. I've done my work. I've done my work. I've done my work in the kitchen. Thank you.